use your fear as a motivation to get what you want, or your fear will use you. So today I'm going to talk about the fear because we all have fears. Everybody has fear. Nobody is an exception to that. And the fear is something that some people, like everybody has their own definition how they take it, the fear. Some people see the fear as like, oh, I'm fearful, I'm afraid, I'm not going to do it. Maybe I'm going to get hurt. Maybe it's not going to work out. Maybe I'm not going to get what I want, so I'm not going to take action. The people who achieve big things, they take fear as a motivation. You know what? I'm feeling fearful. That means it's a sign that I should go and do this thing. Because after the fear, there is a victory, there is a win. So how you take fear, that's going to determine a lot. So when you're manifesting money, abundance, job, house, home, car, business, whatever you're manifesting, the fear will be there. Especially when you are committing, you want quantum jumping. You want a quantum jump into the version of you that already have what you want. And quantum jumping is not thinking the thoughts and feeling into it. You got to take decisions and actions and choices based on that. So this you want to manifest the wealthiest version of you. So you got to make the decision choices based on that. So you go to the supermarket and you see you want to buy the groceries. So you see something for $10, which is a lower price for that particular item, and then you see $15 for that particular item, which is medium, and then $20, which is a little bit higher for that particular item. So you have the three price points, 10, 15, and 20. And you want $20 of that stuff or that item because $20 is like really good quality. You really like that particular thing at the $20. $10 is very cheap. It's an alternative. It's not substitute. You don't exactly want it. But then there is a fear. What if I spend $20 and I'm not going to get the money back? Or what if it's not going to work? And then you make the decision from the fear. You go for the $10 instead of the $20 because of the fear. And that's not a proof of you have shifted. So I just gave you one example of the fear, how the fear comes up. Especially when you're quantum jumping, you're manifesting, because it's going to come up. The old story has to die. So they're going to come up. So it's going to be like, oh, I want $20 stuff, but I'm going with a $10 because I'm afraid what if I spend more money and I'm not going to get the money back? Or this thing happens and you shouldn't spend more money. You should be saving money. You need to set the budget, and I'm going over budget by going with the $20 of this stuff. And that's why you don't buy it. So there is a fear. For example, I just gave you one example. It can be applicable to anywhere. So there is a fear, if I go $20 product, I'm not going to get the money back. So this is the story. This is the belief system. This is the fear you're playing into it. You're fearful. You're afraid to go up high, raise your standard and get exactly what you want, even if it is double the price of the normal item that you used to buy. You no longer care about it because you know you're wealthy. When you are wealthy, you're going to go definitely exactly for the things that you want, right? You're going to go with the confidence. If you have the money, go and buy it. If you don't have the money, you don't need to take the money from or borrow money from somebody else or take it on a credit. I'm not saying that. But if you have the money in your pocket and you can buy it, then go and definitely get exactly what you want and face the fear. Because after facing that fear, there is a victory. Because when you face the fear and you go with the confidence, you're like, you know what, I have money and I no longer want substitute or an alternative. I want exactly what I want because I deserve that, because I choose myself to get exactly what I want because I deserve it. I'm worthy of it. And I always have money and the money will going to come to me. I don't need to worry about it because I'm wealthiest version of me. I have so much money. And that doesn't mean you need to see the proof or you need an evidence that you have the money sitting in your bank. Then only you can make that decision. No, quantum jumping is all about you take the decision, you make the choices, even if the circumstances don't show you exactly what you're looking for. Even if opposite stuff is happening, you no longer care. You think like that, you feel like that, you make the decision choices based on that, regardless of the circumstances, regardless of the physical evidence or 3D proof. So here, the fear will become, the old stories will be coming up. And fear is usually actually created by the past memories, the past stories of your experience or somebody else's experience. You heard it from somebody else or it's their experience. You take in information from that and that creates your fear. So fear is created based from your past stuff, and it's projecting in the future. So in the present moment, there is no fear. It's actually created by the past version of you, or created by the past memory or past experience of yours or somebody else. And now, based on that, it's projecting in the future that this happened in the past, so be careful, it may happen in the future. In the present, there is no fear. So fear is not even real. Because past no longer is there. It's only there in the mind. Simple. It's no longer there. And future is not here yet. So how come the fear will going to live? If you clearly understand this concept, you're like, you know what? The past is not there. It's only there in my mind. That's it. And future is not here yet. So how can I make a decision based on the past and the future? Where is the present? In the present, there is no fear. There is no fear in the present. It's only based on the past, projecting in the future. And then you use as a fear as a motivation that if I'm feeling fearful, that means I need to go and do this. The fear is actually making me feeling uncomfortable in the situation because I wasn't comfortable and cozy in the current situation. But when I choose the fear and go use as a motivation, it's going to make me feel uncomfortable because it's going out of my comfort zone. But I'm going to push through it. I'm still going to make the choices and decision based on the version of me that I already have what I want. That's where you face the fear, you use as a motivation, and you go beyond the fear, and then the victory is waiting for you. Because the number one key in manifestation is your confidence. And you don't have to be super confident or extra confident or confident in all areas of life. No, you're just confident about this particular area. That's all. You don't need to be super confident and super perfect. No, 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 no. You're confident about this thing because you know and understand that I create my reality. And I can shift into the version of me that already have what I want right now in this one decision that I'm going to make. I'm not going to buy into this fear anymore because fear is not there in the present. Fear was made by the past stuff and projecting in the future. It's not there. It's only there in my mind. It's not real. Can I see the fear? No. I only see it in my mind. I cannot see it and experience it through the physical senses. No, it's only in there in mind. That means it's not real. So you use it as a motivation. You see that it's making me feel uncomfortable. That means it's the best thing to do. That means there is a room for growth. When there is a growth involved, you're going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to feel fearful, afraid. That's a sign that there is a growth. That's a sign that if I go and do this thing that I'm so afraid and fearful about it, I'm going to go to the next level that I'm looking for. I'm going to get what I want. So it's a sign for me to go and do this thing even if I'm fearful. So that's the way you use as a motivation. Let me know if this video helps you dealing with the fear, especially when you're manifesting abundance, money, because when they talk about the manifestation, you shift the identity, you got to make choices and decisions based on the new version of you that already have the money. So when you go and do some things, you're going to feel afraid about it. You're going to feel fearful about it. It's normal. It's natural. It has to come on the surface. So use this video as a motivation for that. Let me know. And give this video a big thumbs up. Consider subscribing. Turn on the bell notification. Whenever I upload new videos, you're going to get notified about it. I have a course talking about manifesting, attracting abundance by doing what you love. The link is in description along with Finance Planner. Thank you so much. I see you the next time. Bye-bye.